Hello everyone, got a radical concept for you and a way to deal with this whole police officer issue going on in this country. As I see it, one of the largest and biggest problems that people can possibly have with the police accountability is that you cannot make a report on a police officer that is doing bad. I've tried it twice, and once successfully, but it wasn't handled in a fair and proper manner. And the other time I was flat out denied. And ironically, that was in Minneapolis about 20 years ago. My idea is this: a professional peace officer registry. Every single police officer in this country, be it sheriff, court officer, doesn't matter. If you're wearing a badge and you have a gun and you're authorized by a city, state, or a municipality, you have to register on this thing. Each officer pays $100 to register, and then $50 a year thereafter for recertification. If you are not certified or you lose that certification, you can no longer be a police officer. You have to maintain this certification in order to be a peace officer. The problems that can be solved by this are pretty simple. Well, first, let me explain to you where it goes. Every officer is registered, every department is registered, and the department that the officer works for. If you have a complaint against an officer, you go in, you lodge your complaint. So anyone gets to make a complaint without any static. That complaint is then forwarded to the department and eventually to the officer for a response. That response can come from the department or the officer, but they are logged. Now, every complaint is not legitimate, but what's going to happen is if you have 90% of the officers in this country maybe get one complaint or no complaints a year, and you have 10% of the officers in this country drawing millions of complaints nationwide, then it becomes pretty easy to identify the problem officers. Then you handle it accordingly. In addition to logging these, there has to be a review board. But with the number of officers that there are in this country, we're talking $50 million a year to budget this thing. And it's very simple. So if our government employed something like that, that would be a great way to address the people's worries and fears about, well, the injustices going on by the police. They would also be able to rest assured that bad officers will eventually be identified and dealt with by someone that is not their own department. And once you lose this certification, it's gone. It's just that simple. So I think it's a great idea. I've been thinking about it for quite a few years now. I've actually submitted it to Congress, sent it to the president, but they get tens of millions of emails a day. So if you guys think it's a good idea, forward this video to your politician. If you think it's a bad idea, forget you ever saw it. But it really can help people. It can help the people in the street. It can help restore some faith and trust in law enforcement while still allowing them to do what they need to do to keep the rest of us safe. You guys have a great day. Thank you.